Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tabitha, and if you're new to this channel, please welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Today we are going to talk about payroll and what happens when a new employee is hired. See, what are the procedures will we go through before we produce that paycheck. So a new employee's information is required, and there is a meeting after you have succeeded in your interview. You will be called in for orientation, and much of this orientation include you giving in your information and signing in some of the document. And this meeting is mostly called commencement process. It's like the beginning. So you're coming here to learn more about the work environment and the benefits, payroll benefit, and also sometimes you are also taught the culture of the organization and the history, what happened in the past, was like the head of the organization, the achievement of the organization. So a lot of things are given to you during this time, and there's much forms that you need to sign and what is required and what is the step next after that meeting. So commencement packages are like the package is like full of forms that you need to sign before you begin your work, and most of them, one of it is like organization specific forms. This is like the personal information where you give your names, your age, everything, the saint, and all the things that are required for you for the company to pay you. So you fill that form. Is called organization specific form. Another one is like benefit forms such as insurance or pension plan enrollment form. At that time during that day you can also fill that form. And the next one will be the government forms. Some of them are like federal and provincial or territorial personal tax credit return, TD1, or if you're living in Quebec, you do the source deduction return, which is TP 1015.3V in Quebec, if you're living in Quebec. So that is part of that meeting, so you do that too. Information on the pay statement. So before you prepare those paychecks or calculate those things, you need to have that information that you will put on your paycheck. So here we are dealing with payroll, and you want to be a payroll list or personnel, so you need to know what goes into someone's paycheck. So most of the time it's the name of the employees, and then the date of the pay period. Sometimes others do bi-weekly, others do weekly, others do monthly. It depends with the organization. And then again, like the hour rate. So is it $15 an hour? Is it $20 an hour? It just depends. So you need to be aware of that. And then the gross earning. The gross earning is before the deduction. So how many hours did you work, and how was the rate, how much was the rate, and then you multiply those and then you get the gross earnings. So after that, and then you will now deduct your itemized deduction, things like CPP, EI, health insurance, all those things. When you deduct them, you can now get the net pay. So the net pay is the one that goes into your bank account for most employees that work wages and a lot of things. So that net pay goes there. So mostly this is the main item that goes on your paycheck. So this information you also give, or you need to know, like when a new employee is being hired, so that you pay them on time and accurately too. required internal forms. So it's apart from like the paycheck information, there are other forms that you're also required to fill when you're new employees, and things like an authorization for hiring. This form is signed by someone who has been authorized by the organization to hire new candidate or new employees. So these are people like from HR office, they will sign that information, and also like the employees also will have a part to sign. And we also have direct deposit agreement too. So you bring in something from your bank, so the company will put it in your file and put it in the system, so they can directly deposit your money into the bank. Another one is a union membership application. So this one doesn't apply to all organizations. It's only like those organizations that have been unionized and they have that membership application. And there's a lot of things in membership application too, where you have to sign or maybe give consent on whether the unions will be taking union due from your paycheck or whatever they require. And then they also have like terms and conditions that you need to also learn to be able to participate in the union membership. And then we also have benefit enroll, things like insurance, and then things like benefit, employment benefit, things like that. And confidentiality agreement is another form that you need to fill, because you are now part of the organization and you might know a lot of things about this organization. So what the organization really require you to do is to hold into that privacy agreement that you are not supposed to go and disclose any information about the company or to outsiders. And this kind of agreement hold even when you get fired, or even when you quit your job or you stop working in that organization. So that agreement continues to hold and is part of that commencement process that day. So this is the part one of what really is required when a new employee is hired by organization. We will also look at the part two of this video, which will take care of how to fill those TD1 forms for new employees. And then from there we will go now to other topics that are covered under payrolls. And this is the end of the video, guys, and I hope you have enjoyed the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.